Okay, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are going to be watching the first pretty long trailer for Project Hail Mary, which I've heard a lot about this movie. I'm very excited for this because this is the first movie in at least 11 or 12 years, at least when this comes out, 11 or 12 years, from Phil Lord and Chris Miller, which they have been very involved, and they've been busy making other movies. They have had a lot of big projects in animation. The big one, obviously, is they are the architects behind the Spider-Verse movies, and they are hard at work working on the third one right now, at least as producers. But they are also behind a lot of the Lego movies, or at least when they were done. I think they're done with those movies, like the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie, like those ones. I think that era's done. They were also behind the Mitchells versus the Machines. All of those movies, well, except at least the ones I've seen, have all been pretty great, especially the two Spider-Verse movies. And I guess it never really dawned on me that they haven't directed a movie since 2014. They've been producers and writers since this whole time. I think the last movie they did was like 22 Jump Street or something like that. I think they did something like that. Very famously, they were going to direct the Solo prequel, the Han Solo movie with Alden Ehrenreich, and they actually filmed a lot of that movie before getting fired and replaced with Ron Howard, where I think the Lord and Miller version of that would have been a lot better. But yeah, it's been 12 years since they've directed something. I've been waiting to see how they come back to this space. And it is with Project Hail Mary, which is based on a book by Andy Weir. I think that's how you say his name. If you don't know that name, he wrote the book of this. He also wrote the book for The Martian, which Ridley Scott adapted with Matt Damon. And that was a pretty big movie when it came out. It was made money, awards player. I watched it semi recently. It just ended up being something that was on. I still think it holds up. So I feel like I'm surprised that it's taken a while for a new adaptation of one of his books to come out here, and I don't really know anything about the book. I feel like I can put together like Project Hail Mary, since this has to do with space, that Ryan Gosling here, who's playing the lead role, is pretty much like humanity's last hope for something. That I think that could be interesting. I'm pretty sure it was shot in IMAX as well. And I feel like that's going to be great visuals to go on screen, which, by the way, comes out in March. We are a good a ways away from this movie. So if they're putting out a trailer for this now, I think MGM is pretty confident in this movie. So I'm excited to see what this is. I feel like I saw a couple headlines about who else was in this, but I cannot remember off the top of my head. So we're going to just find out right now, get the captions on and all that. Make sure my volume's all set. And there we go. We're going to watch a trailer right now. Let's do it.
Please state your name.
Ryland Grace. I just woke up from a coma.
I'm several light years from my apartment. And I'm not an astronaut.
Oh.
An astronaut.
I'm not an astronaut.
If you don't go, you die.
Oh!
With the rest of us.
Sandra Hüller? Okay.
The sun is dying. You are the only scientist who might know what this says.
I'm just a teacher at Grover Cleveland Middle.
You have a doctorate in molecular biology. I need you to come with us. This is Project Hail Mary. The sun is not the only star dying. Every star was infected by its neighbor, except one.
Why?
We don't know.
Which is why we build a ship.
Oh.
It's 11.9 light years away. The astronauts die in space.
It's what you Americans would call a long shot.
Hail Mary. I get it. No Earth is gonna sign up for this.
If we do nothing, everything on this planet will go extinct.
You'll find a solution.
Wow.
You are my solution.
Oh, it's
not an astronaut. I've never done
Milana
anything. I've never done a
Vaintrub.
space- I can't
Okay.
even moonwalk.
Good needle drop. They got me. Wow. Oh, it's actually in the movie. Okay.
My place is in the classroom.
The world is counting on you.
This might be very hard for you to understand. But some people are not good at things.
You know who you are. You're gonna do great.
I conquered zero G in 5 hours.
Wow.
Object approaching.
This looks good. Oh.
So I met an alien. He's kind of growing on me. At least not growing in me, you know, which was a concern for a little while.
Wow. That looks incredible.
I'm Grace. I'm gonna call you Rocky. Thumbs up. No, that's thumbs down. We do the thumbs up. It's close enough.
Oh, Drew Goddard wrote this one too. Okay. Oh, I like that. Oh, wow. That is, it does remind me of The Martian, especially the whole bits where he's just waking up and you're seeing like all the footage, like the diary footage basically, because that's what Matt Damon was doing in The Martian. This looks really, really good, man. Oh, so now I get why they put out this trailer so early. I thought they were confident in this. I can't wait for March to get here. Oh wow, man, that's got to be like 9 months, right? 8 or 9 months. This is gonna be great. Oh man, that's a lot to take in from this. It looks great as well. It doesn't look like it's overblown with the visual effects, but the effects also look good, especially close to the end where like it had. I'm gonna jump over to that actually. Let's see. Yeah, all these different effects with the different colors on here. That coming up. That looks incredible. This is a lot more ambitious than I thought it would be. Because The Martian is very much like, Matt Damon's stranded in space. We got to go figure that out. Honestly, a lot of the writing in that movie and the dialogue, at least, reminds me a lot of Aaron Sorkin. And that's very sciencey. Maybe that's just because like Jeff Bridges is in that. No, not Jeff Bridges, Jeff Daniels. And a lot of good actors, like if you get a good writer like that, especially from Drew Goddard, which I like a lot of his work, did not know he was adapting the book for this, which makes me even more excited, honestly. But if you get the right actors for this kind of script, because, it's going to be filled with a lot of exposition, sci-fi stuff, like explaining how the science works, which I'm sure Andy Weir, I don't know his background, but there was a lot of care put into The Martian in terms of like, the sciencey stuff and explaining it and making sure it's not boring the audience with it. That's what I really enjoy about The Martian. And it looks like this is going to be the same case with Project Hail Mary, which this is... I'm so much more excited for this now. It was always kind of in the back of my head of like, hey, Lord and Miller are finally directing a movie again. But it's this, and this looks like it's going to be very, very good. And I'm very excited to see more of this, really. I know it's probably going to be a while because, it's coming out in March. March of next year. It's June right now. I will say, I really think, just based off this, I really hope that this movie's going to be something special. This looks like the first really big movie of next year, which I can't believe we're talking about next year and it's June. But like, I couldn't really tell you what else is coming out next year. But like, the fact that this is what we have now, and immediately going, hey, get ready for 2026 movies. This is what we got. Or, well, I should actually correct something about that. 2026 movies that aren't Avengers. Or like any of the Marvel, like any franchise things. I feel like this is a pretty bold move in regards of, hey, we are showing this super early. It looks like this movie is, at least effects-wise, nearly complete at this point. So, I don't know. But just, I am so excited to see what this is like, especially since this is very ambitious, especially, again, going back to that little sequence with all the different colors that had, the green specifically, feels pulled right out of Spider-Verse, which already was insanely ambitious in animation. If we're getting something like that, even if it's just for a few moments in live action, that is going to be insane. So, yeah, Project Hail Mary. That looks incredible. I cannot wait for that. Yeah, that is going to be the end of the video.